Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Sir You're Being Hunted. This is episode 380. Now, we're going on to a new challenge suggested by one of my viewers. Special thanks to, now I hope I pronounced this correctly, Splicey on Charlie, who sent me this idea for a Wallace and Gromit challenge, ladies and gentlemen. And it was quite complex. There were a lot of rules and ideas behind it, so I decided, you know what, fuck it, we're going to do this challenge next, because why the hell not? We need a good challenge, actually, that'll give us plenty more content here on the channel, just to keep Sir You're Being Hunted going even longer. Now, normally when I spawn into these maps, one of the first things I would do is pick up the friggin' device piece from over there. We're not going to do that, because the rules of this challenge say that we can't do that just yet. So let me just go through the basics of this challenge so everyone understands it. So, you know, a lot of people watching this will probably be familiar with Wallace and Gromit. In fact, I've, talked about it a couple of times before, incidentally, actually, here on the Sir You're Being Hunted series, so it's nothing altogether new or anything like that. But the basic gist of it is, because Wallace is a bit of an absent-minded inventor, he's got himself, transported to the world of Sir You're Being Hunted. He's found himself lost in this strange universe, this strange world, and he has to get back. But being a bit of an absent-minded inventor, he's lost all his tools. So the idea is we have to start as the aristocrat class. However, the first objective we have to fulfill before we can start picking up device pieces, anything like that, we have to find all of the items that would normally spawn if you were using the inventor starting class. In other words, the items that you would normally start with by default. So we have to find a scanner, we have to find a train, an alarm clock, pliers, bandages, traps, and a hatchet. I mean, technically we've already got a friggin' alarm clock and bandages in our inventory from the robot who we just friggin' investigated, but we're not going to count those. I have to actually find them legit in buildings and things like that. So that's the first objective of the challenge. Then, and only then, once I've actually got that inventory, can I actually start picking up device pieces. Now, there are further rules in this challenge. This is where it, gets even more complex. No firearms are allowed, because Wallace is not an inherently violent sort of person, so no guns, nothing like that. We're not playing as Feathers McGraw from The Wrong Trousers here, because I know he had a revolver. Oh man, maybe I should have made that rule an exception. Maybe after Wallace and Gromit we should do the Feathers McGraw challenge, where we can only use the revolver or something. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so we can't use guns. We can use the hatchet. That's the one weapon that is permitted. However, because Wallace has his best friend Gromit, and Gromit is not in this game, instead the robotic hounds are going to have to substitute for Gromit. So we're not allowed to kill the hounds. We can basically attack any other robot, but not the dogs. That's not allowed. Also, to make things even harder, and I don't know how this will go. Maybe it'll go well, maybe not, I'm not sure. But another rule in the challenge is, because Wallace absolutely loves his cheese, there are only two victuals that we can actually use in the game to replenish our vitality. That is the Stilton cheese that you find from time to time, and the flasks of tea. Everything else, no, you can't use it. So this can pie up here, for now, is just going to have to sit in our inventory, unless we eventually move it out into a building, because we can only use cheese and tea. Now, I don't know how this will go, but we'll see. I mean, it might make it too hard. I don't know. But who knows? It'll still be worth just investigating. Now, I've started with the robot spawn settings slightly differently to how they would spawn by default. So, hunters have been minimised for the first few minutes of the game, while squires and scarecrows have been enabled. Because finding the scanner can actually be quite hard, and sometimes it spawns on squires, and occasionally, very rarely, on scarecrows. So I've allowed them. Splicey on Charlie did also suggest that riders sometimes could carry scanners, but having said that, if I'm just using the hatchet as a weapon, there's no way I'm going to be able to kill a rider in this, so I've not set them to spawn from the beginning. Splicey on Charlie did say in his original recommendation for this challenge I can modify the rules slightly if I see fit. Just another couple of things worth saying before I actually get into this. So, all biomes, as you can see, have been customised. Because Wallace lives in the north of England, the post-industrial heartland of the UK, basically all biomes I've made them essentially industrial themed. However, Splicing on Charlie actually made a recommendation about the custom generation of biomes. So when I set this up, I minimised villages but maximised large and small structures, because apparently those buildings, if you minimise villages, you get more and more of the large structures, which, as you can see, already seems to be the case. We've got a house over there, big frigging water tank there, another mansion there, something off in the background over there, looks like maybe a pub or a farmstead, barn, cottage, church. So there's a few kind of village buildings over there. So it's not that villages have completely disappeared or we've completely eradicated them from the map, but that's interesting because I feel like I learn something new about Sir every so often. I didn't really realise that actually if you minimise the villages, it replaces them with more and more in the way of large and small structures. So there's good stuff there. Now, okay, so really we just have to get straight into things and start looking for this inventory. Like I said, I'm not counting this alarm clock and bandages I've got at the moment. I'll have to actually pick up some actual ones before we count them off the list. So another rule that Splicey on Charlie had suggested in his original outline of this challenge, but which I've decided actually not to go with, is basically said on the outlying islands, the other four, not the centre one, but the other four islands, if you use the scanner to locate device pieces, you have to keep it switched on at all times. I've decided not to go with that. Okay, right, there's an alarm clock, so we can cross that now off the list of items. I've got all the rules basically written on a piece of paper that I can always just refer back to if need be. Because Lord knows I think I'm going to need that, otherwise I'm going to very easily forget a lot of these rules because there's so many of them. But yeah, so Splicey on Charlie had suggested that I make a rule where on the outlying islands I keep the scanner out and switched on at all times, because using the scanner often just makes it easy to actually find device pieces. But I decided not to go with that because that would make it hard to use stealth equipment and whatever else have you. And we can't not use the stealth equipment. Because that's what old Wallace is going to have to do, use the items at his disposal. Matchbox we will take, though. Actually, no. Well, no, we will use it because we can use matchboxes for distractions, can't we? Lighting fires. For a second I thought, hang on, actually, is there a point to taking that? Because, obviously I'm not going to be able to cook meat, but no, you can still use the log piles by way of distraction equipment. Right, we've got a torch, which is the good news. We can actually see where we're going. There's an empty bottle there, we'll take that, because again, distraction items and all that. Now, where would a flipping thingy bobber be? A strange scanner. We'll just have to keep our eyes peeled. We'll have to go to some of the... now that I think about it, minimising the villages is actually going to make it more and more difficult to find a squire, isn't it? Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, actually. Because squires always spawn in the villages. I mean, it's not that, like I say, there are no villages at all. They are around, it's just we're going to have to look very hard for them. So if need be, we will have to go to the outlying islands early on. Right, that's a couple more bandages, so we can cross that off the list as well. Okay, so we just need that scanner, we need the train, we need the pliers, we need some traps, or a trap, and a hatchet. And then our inventor inventory is good and ready to go. Alright, check all doors, which I think we have. Yeah, we checked that one, didn't we? Man, yeah, this is the most, I think, mansions that I've ever seen spawning on one island. Sorry for swinging the camera around all over the place, probably making you all get motion sick out there, eh? Let's go over to this pub over here, because there's probably going to be broken bottles, God knows what else in here. Talismans as well, actually, ideally, if we can. Because they tend to spawn... I said they would tend to spawn in pubs, but there aren't any there. Just a shame we can't use the rifle, eh? We could Victor Quartermain it. Like from, what's it, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. What ho, Victor Quartermain here, as he always used to say, that one. It's funny, because Curse of the Were-Rabbit, I think, was the Wallace and Gromit... Well, the one Wallace and Gromit production that there's ever been, which I think has the most human characters in it. That's the thing, If you look at all the Wallace and Gromit installments, TV ones, that is, you are always struck by the fact that Wallace is typically the only human character. You know what I mean? But then, of course, you had A Close Shave, and Wendoline came in. And then you had friggin' Curse of the Were-Rabbit, where suddenly they had all the human characters. all at once. I mean, technically, I don't know. Do you count Weir Rabbit as a... Oh, look at that. Fucking hatchet. There we go. We can cross hatchet off the list. That's great. There's another alarm clock there, which we will take, because why not? Stealth equipment is always very much appreciated. Right, let's see now. If only I had a map as well, I could be crossing off some of these locations that I'm going to, which would be helpful, but having said that, it's not too much. But pliers, there we go. Fucking gimme those pliers, bitch. That'd be good if we get caught in traps, though, won't it? Right, so now we just need that scanner, we need the train, and we need a trap. Whilst I'm at it... Oh, God. I mean, I'm not going to be able to eat the canned pie, so... Fuck it, pie's going to have to go in there. I only have a flask of tea now. I'm going to need to find food. This is going to be I think, quite an interesting challenge, though, isn't it? Just to see how long I can survive on just cheese and tea. Not even Wensleydale, Gromit. Yes. No, Stilton. Stilton, lads and lasses. That's what we got. You know, part of me wonders, it would have been funny if the devs of Sir had actually programmed in lots of different types of cheese into the game. Wouldn't that have been actually quite awesome? But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, really, if, you know, there would have been a point to that. I mean, it would have just been variety for variety's sake, which, I don't know, in a game like this, I feel wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Aha! We do have a scarecrow over there. Let me just, get the old hatchet out, and we'll bury our axe in this guy's head and see if he has a scanner on him. Get here. God, I keep hearing the thumping noises and I don't know, is that the music or is that the landowner? It shouldn't be the landowner, he shouldn't be spawning yet. Right, dude. Bonk. Take it. Oi. I know I said earlier in the channel that Wallace tends to be a bit more of a pacifistic sort of guy, you know. Not really one for killing and all that. Oh, damn it, he has got nothing. He's just got a bloody pumpkin. That's not what we wanted. Well, never mind. We'll keep our eyes peeled for more scarecrows and whatever else have you. But, you know, in order to get this scanner, I feel like the challenge does necessitate me having to potentially kill some robots. So, let's say in this challenge, Wallace had built a brain manipulation device that went wrong, and now he's a little bit more savage than usual, marginally. Not too much, but just a little bit. That's the headcanon, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're going with. Right, since I've only got the flask of tea in my inventory, I know my vitality is creeping down slowly, which is not good. People are probably getting edgy already, sweat trickling down their brows and all that. But we're not going to drink that tea until we absolutely have to, I don't think. Just so, you know, leave it to the last minute, kind of. Because I think the tea actually does replenish a lot of vitality. Oh, a Protect Me talisman, I will take that. That could be quite useful, but it's not part of the inventory. Now you see, I'm trying to avoid this balloon, but at the same time, actually, I don't think it matters, because the hunters won't be spawning just yet. At least from what I set their spawn rate to, so it doesn't really matter if he actually sees me. There's another pub over there, there's this farmstead here, we'll investigate. Got to find that village, actually, that I saw before, that very small village. Toy train! There we go, that's another one we can cross off the list. Fantastico. There is also another alarm clock in here. Now, you see, part of me wishes that porridge was a vitality replenishment item in this game. And also maybe toast with jam, or jam, perhaps, instead of marmalade. Because those are actually foods that Wallace does eat, if you watch Wallace and Gromit. Go watch them, ladies and gentlemen. Wrong trousers. In fact, actually, at Grand Day Out he eats toast, because he has a toaster in the rocket ship. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen? See? My fucking Wallace and Gromit knowledge is on point. You can't criticise it, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, he has a toaster in the rocket ship in a Grand Day Out. I remember that. Definitely. And, I'm trying to think. Does he have, yeah, so the wrong trousers, he has the porridge machine. No, sorry, not in the wrong trout. No, the porridge machine is in Close Shave, isn't it? Now that I think about it. Yeah, the porridge machine, because at the start it goes wrong, doesn't it? It malfunctions, and it absolutely spray paints Wallace with porridge, plasters him to the wall. So there's that. But no. What I remember, wrong trousers, yeah, is the one where they have toast and jam. Ah, map. I will take that, because we can use that to mark out areas of interest. Oh, it's getting daytime again. in-game, which is the good news. Right, let's go this way and try and locate that village that I saw. Hopefully there might be a squire over there. There's a cottage actually in that direction, which we can go and investigate. Just do that quick zoom in like that, just to let you all know it's there. Right, there's a church as well, we haven't investigated that. Thing is, actually, if it's all just large structures mainly on these islands, it's going to be fairly easy to kind of, I think, identify really where we've been already. So that won't be too bad, will it? So yeah, if only toast or maybe you know, jam was a food item in this game instead of marmalade, that would make things potentially easier. Oh jeez, I'm not having a good time actually finding food here. Alright, there's the village over there. Let's just check the door of this cottage. There's another hatchet, but we don't need that. There's not really anything else in there. There's cat food, but not dog food. No dog food for Gromit, eh? I don't think I went to that factory building over there, though, did I? I think it was a different factory building than I'd been to before. Right. I think I hear a squire. Yeah, that's a squire, alright. We could probably do the old trick, the old run around here, couldn't we? Where we get up close, circle him so he can't shoot us. Hello, squire! Oh, careful. Oh, this is dangerous. Oof. He did hit me then. Good, careful. Got him. And he has got jackal. Nothing that I can use. Right, we're going to have to drink that tea, because... Okay, that actually replenished a lot. Must have been 80 vitality points, which is pretty good. Alright, so bear that in mind. 80 vitality points, ladies and gentlemen. That is what the tea replenishes. We're not going to pick up that alarm clock or that bottle that you see there, because we need space for food. It feels good now that Stilton, or is the Stilton at Gromit, or is it B? It's got to be around somewhere. Or tea. Cup of tea, Gromit. Yes. Not even Wensleydale. Bounces going from my bungee. It's going to be all the references, folks. Alright, check out the remainder of this village before Squire respawns back in. I think we're just going to have to wait for Squires and Scarecrows to spawn at this rate, because otherwise finding this friggin' scanner is going to be... Oh, cheese! Yes. Mature Stilton. That's just what we need. Just what Doctor ordered. Ordered, even. Can't even speak. Good lord. Right, that's fine over there. We checked that door out. I don't know why I just checked it again. It's because I'm forgetful, that's why. Alright, we've got that. Another cottage there. Alright, that's good. We can follow the path, actually, obviously, in that sort of direction, see if there's another village off in over there. Just once we check that freaking mill, though, we'll need to do that first. Obviously, if need be, we'll go to another island. Nothing in that cottage. It's fine. Oh, there was the telephone booth off over here, though. So far, Wallace has murdered 2 innocent people, a scarecrow, and a squire as well. Just a harmless village squire, minding his own business, when suddenly a rabid man made out of plasticine came running in and smacked him over the head with a hatchet. Now there's a Wallace and Gromit episode that I've never seen before. Yes. It was a sad... Oh, trap! Yes, we can cross that off the list now. There we go. So now we just need that scanner. That's all we need. And then we can actually start collecting device pieces. So the thing is, if we can just find that device scanner... Oh, another train. Fuck it, I'll take the train. Why not? There we go. I've just got to bear in mind that friggin' device pieces are quite big, aren't they? That's the only thing. God, I could do with more tea. All I've really got is this one friggin' piece of Stilton in my inventory. Tea, I think, is going to be the lifesaver in this challenge. That's what I'm thinking, ladies and gents. Oh, there's a scarecrow over there. We'll beat him around the head and see if he's got a scanner on him. Alright, nothing there. We've already got a map of the islands, that's fine. We don't need another one. Hello! Coming over here, old chap. I'll just smack you upside the ear, box you over the head with a hatchet. Oh, I was assuming if I can actually hit you. Don't know why I'm talking posh, because Wallace was not a posh guy. He was a northern gent. And one more. Nope, one more. There we go. Right. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Has he got a scanner? No, he hasn't. He's just got another pumpkin. Oh, there's a boat over here. Hello. Hello, hello. We can get into the inventory of this thing, though, and there's nothing in there. Oh, fuck that. Oh look, two device pieces actually in very close proximity to one another. Right, let's get back to the road that was over in this direction. Get your eyes peeled in case there's any more scarecrows about. Right, so there's the edge of the village there. Where does the road actually go to? Oh, there's another squire. Maybe we could take this guy out over here. What do you reckon? Take him down and then head along the road. Please have a scanner on you, because that would be very useful. Otherwise I think we're going to have to just bugger off to another island. Come on. Careful, stay very... Shit! He's actually hit me. Fucking hell, I didn't realise. Oof. Oh, god dang it, stop giving me revolvers. I don't need revolvers. Bloody hell. Okay, so they can still shoot you when you're in close proximity. It's just harder for them to do so. Right. Maybe it's because I've kind of forgotten how to do the circle and hit manoeuvre. Maybe I should be just holding down the sideways strafe button rather than... Uh-oh. Alright, that's a hunter. The hunters are now spawning in. Oh, this isn't a fucking road. It's just a weird grassy track. Well, that's no good. Alright, I thought maybe it would lead to another village. Okay, right. Hunters are now spawning in, ladies and gents. That's not ideal, but just gonna have to do the best we can. Did I check out the inventory of this water tower before? Can't actually remember. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. You know, whilst I'm at it, I should put my toy train onto slot 6. So I can actually use it, if need be, because I didn't have it set to anything a moment ago. Right, well, there's nothing in there. There's a few more ruined mill buildings over here that may be worth checking. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm gonna need the food. I'm gonna need food. Soon. My vitality's creeping down once again with all this running. All this sprinting. That does not look like one of the mill buildings that we actually checked out before, so it might be a different one. Possibly? Did the first one we checked out have a chimney? I'm not entirely sure. Smokestack, whatever you want to call it. A smokestack. It's Japanese for smokestack. No, it's not. I'm just making shit up. I'll tell you what is Japanese, though. I know what the Japanese for fish and chips is, and it's basically what you'd expect. It's fishu andor a chipusu. A chipusu. Something like that. In case you're wondering. Okay, I think we have been here before. Yes, we have, because it's got this weird little flight of stairs at the side, like this. Man, you know, this would actually work for a parkour assassin challenge, because technically we're on top of the building here, sort of. Well, not quite, but it's on the staircase, so you know what, it's on the building, it's fine. Right, I think we are actually going to have to go to another island to see if we can find this friggin' scanner, because otherwise we're just going to be waiting around for squires and whatever else have you to spawn. And the problem is, there's not a lot in the way of cheese or tea on this island, so you're going to have to go further afield here. Otherwise we're going to be a bit screwed, ladies and gentlemen. Old Wallace is going to have his trunnions buckled or whatever. So yeah, let's do that. We'll go to this island, which looks like the east one. But that'll be left for the next episode, because I think we've been recording for a good 20 minutes or so there. Now that the hunters are spawning in, that tells me actually how long we've been recording for, based on how I set them. So yeah, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This was the start of the Wallace and Gromit challenge, as recommended by old Splicey on Charlie. I'm not going to waste too much time on this outro, because my vitality is still creeping down. In fact, actually, I could just pour like that. What am I thinking? I'm an idiot. Alright, Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with a link to my propaganda channel for anyone interested. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next part, everybody. Goodbye, all. Cargo distribution tanks. Hello? What? What's in here? Oh, this is... Oh! What? What? I was just going to say, this room looks like it's full of nope, and it is full of nope. What? I can hear something. What? Oh! What's that? What's that? What was that? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh! Oh my god, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? No, run, 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 you fucking... Mandus!